Flames engulfing a massive warship is always alarming, especially when it's a Cold War relic. On August 16, 2024, a fire broke out aboard the decommissioned Soviet aircraft carrier Minsk. Dramatic images on social media sent shockwaves through China and beyond. The Minsk, docked in China, had been transformed into a tourist attraction. The fire, though extinguished, reminded us of the ship's tumultuous history. It highlighted the enduring fascination with these floating fortresses. The Minsk's journey from Soviet might to a smoldering hulk is long and winding, reflecting the shifting geopolitical landscape of the late 20th and early 21st centuries. The Minsk's arrival in China marked the end of one chapter in its life and the beginning of another, far more unexpected one. After its decommissioning by the Russian Navy in 1994, the carrier was sold to a South Korean company, purportedly for scrap metal. However, the ship's fate took a turn when it was acquired by a Chinese company in 1998. Instead of being dismantled, the Minsk was towed to Shenzhen, China, where it underwent a remarkable transformation. The once formidable warship was converted into a floating entertainment complex, complete with restaurants, shops, and even a simulated battle experience. The Minsk became a star attraction, drawing crowds eager to catch a glimpse of a Cold War relic. This unusual reincarnation reflected China's growing economic power and its ambition to capitalize on historical artifacts. It also spoke to the enduring appeal of military hardware, even when stripped of its original purpose. The Minsk, no longer a tool of war, had become a symbol of commerce and entertainment. The Minsk story begins long before its arrival in China. Launched in 1975, the Minsk was the second of 4 Kiev-class aircraft carriers built for the Soviet Navy. These carriers, smaller than their American counterparts, were designed to project Soviet power in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. The Minsk joined the Soviet Pacific Fleet in 1978, home-ported in Vladivostok. For over a decade, the carrier played a crucial role in Soviet naval operations, conducting patrols, participating in exercises, and showcasing Soviet naval power. The Minsk, armed with a mix of aircraft and missiles, was a formidable symbol of Soviet military might during a period of heightened Cold War tensions. Despite its imposing presence, the Minsk, like much of the Soviet Navy, suffered from funding shortages and technical challenges in the waning years of the Cold War. By the early 1990s, with the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Minsk's future, along with that of the entire Russian Navy, was thrown into uncertainty. Section 4. The incident flames engulf the decommissioned carrier. The fire that erupted on the Minsk on August 16, 2024, brought a dramatic halt to the ship's life as a tourist attraction. The blaze, which reportedly started during renovation work, quickly spread through the ship's superstructure, sending plumes of thick smoke billowing into the sky. Images and videos of the inferno quickly spread on social media, showing firefighters battling the flames as they engulfed the ship's upper decks. The fire, which burned for several hours, caused extensive damage to the Minsk's superstructure, gutting sections of the ship that had been painstakingly restored for tourists. The incident raised immediate concerns about the safety of the ship and the future of the tourist attraction. It also sparked questions about the cause of the fire and the adequacy of safety measures on board the decommissioned carrier. While authorities launched an investigation into the incident, the Minsk, once a symbol of Soviet naval power and later a monument to China's economic rise, was once again reduced to a smoldering hulk. The fire on board the Minsk marked a tragic turn of events. While the flames were extinguished, the ship's future remained uncertain. The damage raised doubts about restoring the Minsk. The incident sparked questions about repurposing military hardware. Critics argued it trivializes history and poses safety risks. The future of the Minsk remained in limbo. Whether it could be salvaged or scrapped remained to be seen.